Lucia here. I know that summer travel is upon us and many of us are scheduling our summer vacations. So today I wanted to go over some travel updates for the Caribbean islands and Mexico, and one sweepstakes that is out there that I will talk about at the end of the video. So let's get into it. Okay, so today is June 5th, 2021. So these updates are, of course, subject to change, and I will leave links in the description for each island that I talk about. So first off, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching. With travel opening internationally, I want to let you know that to return to the United States from any international destination, you must have proof of a negative COVID-19 PCR test to return and have the mandatory passenger disclosure and attestation signed electronically through your airline. Now that is usually available online. Some people tell you to print that out and sign, but when we went back through Mexico, they want it electronically. That is a cdc.gov form. Okay, first up we have Puerto Rico. And they have updated their travel restrictions and have now lifted the curfew that's been in place for almost a year. First, you must complete the travel declaration ahead of time on travelsafe.pr.gov and arrive with proof of a negative COVID-19 molecular PCR-based test, or as of May 25th, proof of vaccination. Your health and safety precautions are still being maintained, so mask and social distancing are still in place for Puerto Rico. So next up we have St. Lucia. And as of May 30th, St. Lucia has eased some island protocols for fully vaccinated travelers. But you still must submit a negative COVID-19 PCR test done within 5 days of arrival. And you must complete the online registration form. It is suggested you download, print, and travel with the completed health screening form, and it must be completed on the day of travel and presented to the health screening check upon arrival in the airport in St. Lucia, and that is for 18 years and older. You will then be given a wristband at the airport to wear upon your entire stay in St. Lucia, and you must wear that your entire stay. You must also adhere to all safety protocols in place throughout St. Lucia, including wearing your mask in a public space. You can be subject to screening and temperature checks throughout your stay, and you must use a certified transportation service. There you go. Before we get into our next island, let me take a moment to ask you to please hit that like and subscribe button. As a new content creator, that would really help me out, and thanks for watching all the same. So next up we have St. Maarten. So St. Maarten, you must register on the mandatory health authorization application through the Electronic Health Authorization System, or the EHAS, for every visitor arriving by air. Processing can take up to 12 hours. Children must have the form filled out by their parents, and you must purchase the mandatory COVID-19 insurance policy through the application and a negative COVID-19 PCR test that has been done within 72 hours of arrival. Those from the US and Canada can use an antigen test, and that has to be taken within 48 hours of arrival and uploaded to the EHAS for your departure. Children 9 and under are exempt from the mandatory COVID testing for arrival to St. Maarten. Now, St. Maarten is the first to host the Celebrity Cruise Line, which will be departing from St. Maarten starting June the 5th. So we hope that does all go well. Our next island is going to be the beautiful island of Aruba. For Aruba, you must fill out the online ED card, which is the embarkation disembarkation card. This card was normally given out on the airline in a paper form, and now has been digitalized and must be filled out for everyone in your party. It requests basic traveler information, submit a personal health assessment, and you must upload a negative molecular PCR COVID-19 test taken within 72 hours of departure, and you must purchase the Aruba's visitor insurance at $30 per person for 15 years and older, $10 per person 15 years and younger. And you must agree to Aruba's government mandates safety protocols. If you're in an area that JetBlue services, Aruba has teamed up with JetBlue with the Common Pass digital health pass that enables travelers to use an at-home testing option prior to travel to Aruba. Aruba does give an option of taking a test upon arrival at your expense of $75 per person, but then you will be required to immediately quarantine until your negative test is returned. So once you fill out your online ED card, your successful completion, you will receive a confirmation email with approval to travel to Aruba. So this will need to be shown in digital or print format at your flight check-in. Our next island is the island of Jamaica. So a pre-registration is required in the form of a travel authorization form. All travelers aged 12 and up are required to submit a negative COVID-19 molecular, PCR, NAA, RNA, or an antigen test performed by an accredited lab within 3 days of arrival or your travel date. Travel authorization forms must be submitted within 7 days of intended travel date, and you must present your approved authorization form and negative COVID-19 test to your airline for check-in before departure. There is a designated area called the Resilient Corridor that is approved for travelers. If you're not staying in a Resilient Corridor approved accommodation, you must quarantine for 14 days upon arrival in Jamaica. There are several different resorts that are in the Resilient Corridor area, so just check with your travel agent or your travel advisor to find out which one you are allowed to go through. Our next islands are the islands of the Bahamas. You will need to apply for a Bahamas travel health visa, and as of May 1st, fully vaccinated tourists will be exempt from COVID-19 testing requirements. So you must upload proof of vaccination on the travel health visa site. You are encouraged to use one email per household/family to receive responses. The name on the travel health visa must match the passports. You will be required to opt in to the COVID-19 health insurance included in the Bahamas travel health visa application fee of $40, and the health visa, it takes 48 hours to process. So you must apply on travel.gov.bs. I'll leave the link in the description. Third-party websites cannot process your application. I'm saying this because they put this on the website, so I'm assuming there are places out there that are saying, yes, we can process this for you. They will not take theirs. Only from that specific website can you apply for a travel health visa with the Bahamas. So there is still a curfew in place on Nassau and Paradise Island from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. and Grand Bahamas Island is 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. And the Royal Caribbean ship Adventure of the Seas is going to start cruising out of the Bahamas in June. So we're very excited about that. Our next island to travel to is the Dominican Republic. Airports and other ports of entry will perform a quick aleatory breath test between 3 and 5% of passengers, and all who present symptoms will be tested with a breath test. That one is new to me. Upon arrival, you must fill out an e-ticket for entry, which is your embarkation disembarkation form in the digital format, and it is mandatory. This will generate a QR code for arrival and should be filled out within 72 hours of your departure. Taking a photo of your QR code makes it easier. Carry that around with you. One form can be filled out for up to 7 people in one party, and the e-ticket comes with free health coverage when registration is completed. So this coverage is only free until June the 12th, so I'm guessing the travel health protocols are going to change for the Dominican Republic on that date, and that's until then, all the other safety precautions are still in place. So still mask and social distancing in public with a curfew Monday through Friday from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Dominican Republic is happy to report that 100% of their tourism sector personnel have been vaccinated. Turks and Caicos, you must apply for TCI Assured Travel Authorization before boarding your flight and provide a negative COVID-19 PCR test that must be done at an accredited lab within 5 days of arrival. Children 10 and under are exempt. Your test must be uploaded and you must have travel insurance which covers COVID-19 medical costs. All safety precautions are still in place and masks are still worn in public places. There is a curfew from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. and this health order expires on June 30th, so changes could be coming for Turks Caicos. And now Mexico. So Mexico has had a relaxed border throughout the pandemic. You still must go online and fill out the mandatory health declaration form on the website. I'll leave in the description. It will give you a QR code for arrival and you will need to finish filling that out for departure back into the US. I would just take a picture of that QR code once you have that so that you can just hand that to them and show it. You really just have to show it to them upon arrival and departure and immigration. So all safety precautions are still in place. There is no mandatory testing. The only testing you have to do is to fly back home. And most of the resorts are still giving out free COVID-19 tests. So that is a plus. So one last bit of news, there is a sweepstakes out there on United Airlines. You can go to united.com, sign up for their Mileage Plus Club, which is free. Fill out your information and then you upload your vaccination card and you have what's called your shot to fly. There are 5 grand prizes that will win free flights for 1 year and 30 winners that will receive 2 round-trip tickets to anywhere in the world. So this sounds like a great sweepstakes to do. If you're out there, I know I have entered, yes, and I hope someone I know wins. And more great news coming in this weekend. The Carnival Mardi Gras has just arrived in its brand new home port of Port Canaveral. Welcome home, Carnival Mardi Gras. Its first sailing is in August. We hope its test sailings go very well. So thank you all for watching, and please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comments down below, and I will see you soon.